Today's MMA T Company fight preview is with Justin Patton. Justin is going to be fighting for the 247 Fighting Championships Bantamweight Amateur title at 247 Brawl in the Burgh 6. That's going to be on May 22nd, and that's in Pittsburgh, and that's at 1 p.m. Justin will be taking on Cam Allgaier for that belt. Justin, thanks for joining us today. I know you're coming in from the gym, so how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Ready to go.
Yeah, I know we were talking a little bit offline. You said you feel sharp, you feel violent, you feel like you're ready to get in the cage and go. So, talk to me about your mentality now, being about 12 days out from the fight. How's your weight? How's your body feeling? What's your training looking like right now? Just, how things are going.
I'm feeling good for real. I'm like a little over 10 pounds out, so I'm like basically at water. Um, I'm feeling violent, bro. Kind of irritable. That's what happens towards the end of the camp, you know. Last week, me and Shaka, actually, my training partner, damn near had a fight for our sparring. Like, we were, ask anyone that was there, dude, we were like throwing down and talking shit, like all that. Like, we get violent. So we're ready to go, dude. I bet you our fighting here was more violent than the fights we're going to have, because it was bad. Like, I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but I don't like doing that all the time with my training partner. Just when we get close.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that, not that it has to happen, but it's something that happens in all kinds of gyms all over the country when people are getting ready for fights. You're training together all the time. You might do something that, is a little bit harder than he thought you were going, then he comes back a little harder, and then, before you know it, a minute into the sparring round and you're at a full-blown fight. Is that just, kind of things get turned up quick, and then, since you both are getting ready for fights, neither of you really want to get outdone in training, you always want to win the round, and it just kind of goes from there.
Exactly, dude. And it happens, like, it'll happen for us, like, more than I like to admit sometimes. we go at it. It's good.
And then, it's a weird dynamic because you do that, right? And you are throwing down, beating the shit out of each other.
My boss, I suggest if you get a boss, have a boss that you can beat up. Don't get a boss that can beat you up, because it's not good.
So yeah, when you and Shocker, you're throwing down like that in training and you're basically fighting, the bell rings, the round ends, and then you're back to being friends. What's that dynamic like in the gym where you can like turn it on and off like that with guys you train with?
Oh, that's pretty cool we still be talking shit, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll, in the middle of the round, we'll still be talking shit. It's probably when all the rounds are over. Then we're back to normal. Good shit, bro. Good work, you know what I'm saying? And we can tell each other what we need to work on, what we could have did different, what landed, what didn't land, you know what I'm saying? What good setups were working, stuff like that. But for real, it's cool. Like that, we're really tight here. There's not a lot of us on our fight team, but we're all killers, and it's like we're real close.
And your opponent Cam, he comes from kind of the same situation in terms of small, tight-knit community of MMA fighters that are at his camp. Trains with a couple pros, couple amateurs, just kind of the same situation that you're in. I wanted to talk to you about this fight with Cam. I think it's something that was supposed to happen in the past, didn't happen, and now it's finally coming to fruition. He's coming off of a win over Christian Bobby CFFC. I'm sure you watched that fight. He used his wrestling to secure that win, dropped Christian early in the fight, and then used his wrestling to kind of grind that one out. Is that something that you've been planning for, him to come in, him to shoot, him to use that wrestling that I think he's been known for so far in his amateur career?
What GSP say? I'm not impressed with your performance. I didn't see anything I didn't already expect. He got tired. His nose is all busted up. Like, don't get me wrong. He dropped him in the first early when they're fresh, and it was a hard right hand. He threw, and he thinks he's a striker or whatever now. That's cool. Like, he threw a hard overhand, and you flipped him. And then he just beat you up the rest of the time, and you laid on him for the rest of the time. They couldn't even hold him down. Don't get me wrong. If he holds me down for 9 minutes and he wins, that's cool. But I don't see that happen.
Do you feel like you're your jujitsu that you have and that you've been using and that you've developed over time also aids in your ability to, if you do get taken down, to get up, to threaten with submissions, to do a little bit more of an offensive type of game from your back than Christian did when Cam was taking him down.
Yeah, if he gives me his neck, he's not gonna make it. Like outdoors, anaconda, guillotine, go behinds, back takes, wrist rides. Like I have it, it's all mapped out. And it could go differently, but we have game plans, we have setups, we got stuff that we're going to that I'm gonna be threatening to get back up and then start striking again. And his game playing gasses, like you get tired, so you stand back up and he's not gonna be the same person that was coming at me. No, I'm not talking shit. He can grapple, he can strike. He's a strong kid, but I think we come from two different ideologies with fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not in there to hold anyone down. I'm not in there to point fight. I'm not in there to do any of that. I'm in there to get the job done. Like we're coming for violence. Like I and everyone in my gym's like that. Like we're there to finish fights, to make it fun for the fans, and to get bloody and violent, bad.
So speaking of that, it's an odd time that you're fighting, right? For the fans, for you, that 1 p.m. start time for the fight card is maybe something that you haven't experienced before. So is that something you're looking forward to? Is it something you're like, oh, it's a pain in the ass? Is it not even something that really matters because you're going to get to fight? How do you feel about it?
I was telling everyone, as long as I get like 10, 15 minutes to warm up, doesn't matter. As long as we're fighting, we'll fight. We can fight in the parking lot. They don't. Give me 15 minutes and get me kind of sweaty, and we'll be good to go. Because we spar on Saturdays at 12.
Mhm.
We spar here mostly at night, but I grapple at the mat factory during the day, so it doesn't. I train during all hours of the day, so it's not like a weird time.
Mhm.
But as long as I'm warmed up and I'm ready to go, and they give me like a 5 to 10 minute heads up that the next fight and I'm on deck, I'm warmed up. Cool.
So, you got 10 days till the fight. I think you said you're sparring tonight. Is that going to be your last sparring session before you go in?
Probably. I might do some work Wednesday, some kickboxing work, but this will probably be like the last hard spar of this like Shaka, and I'm sure he's gonna want to throw it down tonight. We were already talking about it for real, because we were sparring Saturday, and we sparred kind of hard, but we were gonna try to save it for each other today.
Awesome. I know you got teaching kids class later, you got some jujitsu, and then you're gonna go to spar. So I'll let you go, get back to what you're getting up to today. I just wanted to give you a chance to shout out anybody that's been helping you out along the way. I know you've been waiting for this fight for a long time and you're excited for it.
All my sponsors for real, they're all on the back of this shirt. I can't remember all off the top of my head. I for real want to thank everyone at the academy, everyone at the Mad Factory, everyone at Stouts, all Pittsburgh MMA. You guys are awesome. Um, my parents for real, they literally support me through all this BS. Me getting hurt 3 times. Uh, my brother for real, he's always watching over me. Um, he's with there fighting with me for real.
Mhm.
Like, we're jumping. No, I'm kidding. For real though, but my parents, my brother, my family, uh, my nephew for real. He always tells me I'm the champ. He gives me a yeah, gets me pumped up. He's my hype man. Just everyone that supports me, bro. Get it going.
Awesome, man. We're looking forward to your fight. That'll be a 1 o'clock start time, May 22nd. I'll be out there in Pittsburgh for 247 Fighting Championships. Good luck. We'll see you on the other side.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.